azares del destino o no, habéis llegado hasta mí. Bienvenidos a Mundo Gamer. Habla amigo y entra.
Hola a todos, sed bienvenidos, soy Ganarnos y bienvenidos a Gothic 2 para continuar la historia donde la dejamos por última vez en el pantano antes de entrar al campamento de los bandidos. Nos habían mandado a pedir unas tablillas antiguas que las traía un bandido. Esa hoguera que veis ahí al fondo, a ver que pase la música un poquito, esa hoguera ahí del fondo donde estaba el Sancho, el que nos recibe al principio, pues aquí está el tipo este que nos mandan a buscar, el Edco.
How's it going?
You want to know how it's going? I'll tell you how it's going. First, some pirates brought me here on a stormy night. Man, I barfed all over that nutshell. Then Raven locked up the mine because some idiots are too greedy for gold. And then Franco became the leader of the hunters, killing anybody who's against him. I'd say it's going pretty badly.
How did Franco get to be the leader?
Quite simply, he killed Fletcher. He was the leader of the hunters before. Fletcher was okay. Franco's just jerking us all around.
Can you teach me something?
I know a lot about blood flies. I hate those miserable beasts, even more than I hate Franco. But I know how to tear the stingers and wings from their dead bodies. Yeah, tear them out. Besides that, I know how to remove the secretion from the stinger. If you want, I can teach you all that junk. Of course, nothing is free out here.
About the blood flies?
What do you want to know?
Por supuesto no tiene nada que enseñarnos, ya sabemos nosotros todo eso. Vamos a ver.
Franco sent me here about that stone tablet. Have you found it?
Man, I haven't even looked for it. All I know is it's supposed to be in this old building deep in the swamp. And my inner voice tells me, Edgar, stay far away from old buildings deep in the swamp. I certainly won't risk my ass for that bum Franco.
Vale.
I found the stone tablet.
Really? You must be a brave guy. Then you've certainly earned your way into the camp.
Where exactly is this old building?
Just go left past the big rock here. After all, you have to go left or right past, but the ruins are supposed to be on some sort of rise. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't.
Vale.
It was nice.
Esa tablilla que le acabo de dar es... A ver si la veo. Uy, ya que estoy. Coño, ¿dónde está? La vi por aquí antes. Esta. Ah, pues no fue esa la que le di otra. Es que encontré dos tablillas verdes y me preguntaba para qué servían esas tablillas verdes y pensé que una sería para este tío. Para encontrar estas tablillas, os digo, a ver. Bien. Nos venimos por aquí. Uy, todo esto de aquí está lleno de bichos. Me los he cargado a todos, creo. Vamos a ver si llegamos aquí a tierra un momento, porque no puedo correr bien. Mira, aquí me quedan todavía bichos. No fue por aquí por donde vine, pero a ver. Vale, antes de seguir por aquí, que no se sabrá mucho qué hacer por aquí, vamos a llevaros exactamente a donde conseguir las tablillas de piedra. Y también de paso a la piedra de teletransporte, que me la encontré por aquí también. Vale, a ver. Aquí está la piedra de teletransporte. La vamos a activar ya, porque podemos volver por la misma piedra, se supone. Así que la activamos. decimos al colega que nos dé el último foco. No, este no es. ¿Será este? Merdarion, sí.
I've activated another one of the... Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here are a few gold...
Bien. Al cañón, al portal del templo, al valle, a la ciénaga. Vale. Vamos a ir ahora al templo donde encontré las tablillas verdes. Seguimos por aquí. Hay que matar a todos los bichos que encontremos por aquí, que había montones. No supone mucha dificultad. Y aquí arriba está el templo. En ese templo hay unos centinelas. Uno de los centinelas guarda la llave del cofre, que al abrirlo encontramos las tablillas verdes. Entonces ahora, habiendo mostrado el sitio de las tablillas y de toda la movida, vamos a volver por el teleportador para hablar con Saturas y ganar experiencia por entregar las tablillas. Que por cierto, si voy por aquí... Ah, que sí, que gano experiencia, tú, qué risa. Pues mira, pues por lo menos vamos a usarlas todas. Esto es... Al cañón ya está. Al valle. ¿Pero y este? Ah, que a lo mejor piensa que soy un bandido. Este ya lo he usado. Al cañón, al valle y a la ciénaga, vale. Vamos a hablar con Saturas entonces.
I found Lance's body.
May his soul enter the realm of Adonos. Be careful, my son. I do...
Y ahora me coges cariño.
I have Lance's aquamarine ring here.
You had better give it to me so it does not fall into the wrong...
About the relics, what about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clear. In all, there must be... Find them and here is some...
I'll see whether...
Good. But her...
Vale.
May I don't...
¿Qué otra cosa iba a comentar? Que ya tenemos todo esto entregado ya. A ver. Vale. Ahora se supone que podemos entrar en el campamento de los bandidos. Porque ya hicimos la misión de la tablilla. Vamos a hacer un pequeño corte que voy a limpiar la zona esta de aquí. Y ahora venimos. Bien, pues ya hemos limpiado toda la zona. Ya puedo decir que todo el pantano está limpio, si no me equivoco. Y viniendo por el lago este en el que hemos visto los tiburones, que era por aquí, encontré una cueva donde está un tal Juan, que creo que es el tipo este responsable de la emboscada aquella con el incidente del otro tipo. Vamos a hablar con él ahora, lo que claro, momento, porque sí, limpié toda esta zona, pero no he recogido todo lo que había por ahí porque estaba pendiente de matar a los bichos, que por cierto, tela. Habían 3 golems del pantano que daban por saco que no veas. Tuve que usar el hechizo de ola de hielo para congelarlos y matarlos uno por uno, ya que son fáciles de matar, pero lo complicado es que quitan bastante vida. Y como te golpee uno, te manda a tomar por culo lejísimos y en lo que te vas levantando te viene el otro y te pega. O sea, te hacen ahí un wombo combo exagerado. Vamos a recoger esto de aquí. Sí, tengo como un diógenes en este tipo de juegos, que recolecto todo lo que pueda. En el 3 también soy igual, en todos los juegos de este estilo soy igual. Siempre intento recolectar todo lo que puedo, porque después lo vendo. El dinero siempre hace falta en los juegos de rol. Vale. Y aquí está la cueva y aquí están estos tíos, a ver qué dicen. Vamos a robar la cartera primero.
How's it going?
What do you want? Have you got anything to say to me? If not, you can just go away. Otherwise, my friend will make mincemeat of you.
They say you have some interesting wares to offer.
So what? Esteban wants to jerk me around, eh? I do all the work and hide away here for days in this miserable hole. And he just sends someone to fetch the stuff?
Yeah, and? That isn't my problem.
But I'm making it your problem. You want the delivery? Fine. You can pay for it. Get the gold from Esteban or Raven or I don't know where. I don't...
Show me what you have.
Bueno, mira, una manzanita. Campanillas, hay ganzúas dentro. Paquete de acero. Un bloque de acero enorme. Bueno. Mira, ponche genuino de marinero. Lo que le faltaba es skip, que se lo quitaron. Creo. Vamos a dejarlo así. No le digamos que no me envía Esteban por si acaso. Y a ver, pasa algo si cojo del cofre aquí. Para lo que hay. Vale, pues vamos entonces ya a ingresar al campamento. Vamos a... Bueno, no abramos los paquetes todavía. No vaya a ser que Esteban los esté esperando o algo por el estilo. Vamos a echarnos una poti de velocidad. Bien. Tiramos ahora para el campamento, que creo que ya me van a dejar pasar. O sea, que me ha llevado esto. Si contamos el tiempo que llevo fuera de cámara. Que me ha llevado 1 hora. En 1 hora o 2 horas he logrado entrar en un campamento en el que hay gente que lleva días intentando entrar. Coño, me tocó, joder, el agua esta de más profundidad. Vale, nos dirigimos ahora hacia Franco, hacia el caudillo. Vamos a ver al caudillo y que nos deje pasar ahora al campamento bandido. Ya sería como el nivel 2 del campamento y el nivel 3 sería la mina. Vamos por aquí. Y por aquí está el colega.
Nobody wants to know. Here's the stone tablet.
Good, very good. Raven will be pleased with you.
What about the camp now? Can I finally go in?
No, I already sent Logan in. He was ahead of you in the list.
Oh,
And
alguien
at
se
the
va a llevar
moment,
una paliza.
there's no need for another man in the camp. Besides, I can really use you here. Now that Logan isn't here anymore.
Can't rely on that. You swine. I'll get you.
You miserable little wretch. You want to mess with me?
Pues sí, sí se quedó la tabla de madera, la tabla verde que diga. Está, por flipado, ahí te queda. Lo que creo que me lo cargué. Pues sí, sí que me lo cargué. Vamos a ver ahora.
Hey, what happened down there?
I flattened Franco.
So? Then now it's your job to make sure the lazy dogs do their work every day.
Hey, I'm not here to be bothered with the hunters. I want to enter the camp.
Forget it. You did in Franco. Now you're the leader. So do your job.
If I'm the leader, then I decide who goes in next. And I decided that I'm next.
It isn't that easy. We haven't asked for anyone, so no one gets in.
Thoris can send a new leader for the hunters. Then there will be a vacancy inside for me.
You don't give up, do you? Okay. Then move your butt inside.
Y punto.
Thoris will make sure that the hunters won't have to live without a leader. What are you waiting for?
Y punto. Y este que es el nuevo
Wait a
líder,
minute.
Carlos.
Hey, are you the new guy who knocked down Franco?
Yes, why?
Because now I have to take over his job. You did a great job. Thanks a lot.
Lo que hay, mi niño. Y además te robo.
And what's it like leading the hunters?
Leave me alone.
Vale. Ya estamos por fin en el campamento. No ha costado mucho. Con lo fuerte que estamos.
Who have we here then? Looky, looky. There you are. I've got good news and bad news for you.
I want to hear the good news first.
Well, I don't really know why, but you've made yourself a couple of powerful enemies. You can count yourself lucky that I recognized you and no one else, because I am understanding and sociable.
And what's the bad news?
Raven is looking for you. So are his guards. Actually, all the bandits are looking for you, and if they find you, they'll kill you.
A lot of people have already tried that.
Then your combat skills are as good as your craftiness. Coming into the camp with some of our armor is like the sheep coming to the wolves. Your life is hanging by a thin thread, son of danger.
How much do you want?
Oh, no, please. I don't want to extort gold from you. I wouldn't dream of it.
Then what do you want?
Recently, somebody tried to get Esteban out of the way, but he ran into the bodyguards. Go to Esteban and talk to him. Afterwards, we'll talk again.
Pues ya lo buscaré. Por fuera no lo vi. Bueno, yo por lo menos no lo vi por fuera.
Hi.
What you want?
Where do I get a pickaxe?
Go to Juno the Smith. But even if you have a pick, that don't mean that you can get into the mine. If you want to get in, you have to talk to Esteban. Don't even bother going to Thor's. He'll only let you in if you have a red stone.
Tell me, what do you think of Esteban?
Hey, he's the boss here. He's all right, I think. He always lets the good boys into the mine, the ones who know something about mining, I mean.
Ahí al fondo veo uno del campamento del pantano, qué risa.
And you know something about mining?
I'm the best.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, there's something you should know. Gold isn't ore. There's one damn important difference. I mean, what woman would hang a chain of ore around her neck? When picking, work from top to bottom. You can work the nuggets loose best that way. There are also diggers who do it the other way around, but it's far more difficult.
Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess.
Joder, qué vida más triste.
For you, I'd say you're a quite passable scraper.
Pero a que esta no la has podido evaluar. A que la robada que te acabo de pegar no la has podido evaluar, ¿verdad? Fortuno.
A dark cloud over the house. The one approaches with blood. Needed to call him. He who sees me. He sees me. Oh no. Go away. Be gone.
Estos tíos siguen colocados hasta fuera de la barrera.
Novice. I cannot find it.
Y encima le doy más.
Take this swamp weed.
Not green. Not strong. Not green. Not strong.
How can I help you?
The green novice.
Hey, you! Hi.
Hi, I'm Lenore. Welcome to the Diggers Camp.
Diggers? I thought this was the bandits' camp.
Right, but the bandits are only here to dig. So,
Can you teach me anything about gold mining?
certainly. But if I teach you something, you'll be able to mine more gold.
That's why I'm asking.
Sure. But if you can mine more, it's only fair I get a share of it.
Well,
You might as well give him a share in advance. Let's say 50 gold pieces.
teach me something about gold mining.
Good. Regular swings will take you forward. Don't overdo it. But also, don't fall asleep swinging. And don't always strike at the same spot. Try to work around a good-sized nugget. Do that, and you're on the way to becoming a master digger.
You look like a digger.
I am a digger. The last time I was in the mine, I worked my ass off.
What happens to the gold from the mine?
Doris collects it and then distributes it. No one is allowed to keep what he mines. Everybody gets only a part of the gold. That way even the hunters and guards get their share.
I think that's okay. Since we've had that rule, there have been fewer deaths, and the miners still get more than the guys who hang around outside.
Why aren't you in the mine now?
I was in the mine long enough and slaved away until I was about to fall over. Now I need a few days' rest. Before I get my next red stone.
What's the deal with these red stones?
That's something Thoris and Esteban thought up. Thoris takes care of the gold distribution, and Esteban organizes the workers for the mine. Of course, he doesn't want to run to Thoris every time he sends someone to the mine. That's why he gives us one of those red stone tablets, and Thoris lets us in then. It's like a pass.
Don't wake him.
What?
If you want to do yourself a favor, then stay away from Skinner. The fellow is unpredictable. He killed the last guy who woke him up. Let him sleep, for everybody's sake.
That will never change.
Are you a digger?
Because of the pants? Nah, I just wear them because they're comfortable. All I do here is cook meat stew. Here, you can try some. It'll make you strong. It's always important to train your strength. There are many dangers lurking out there. If you want, I can help you to get stronger.
I want to be stronger.
Bueno, yo 15 puntos de habilidad, 5 de fuerza, cada vez cuesta más. Nah, de momento lo dejamos así. Vamos a robarle. Parece ser que aquí hay que hablar con los cavadores para que te enseñen a extraer oro mucho mejor. Y si eres muy buen cavador, te meten en la mina, así que hay que intentar subir esa habilidad, a ver.
Why did you wake me, eh? I bet you... No, don't say anything. It's too late for excuses. Now you have two choices. You can fight me in my Betty, or you can try to run away. In your place, I'd run.
A ver, manda. No está mal. Y dinerito. No, pero lo maté. No es de esos que los tiras al suelo y se levantan. Lo maté. Pues mira, ahora además de haberte matado, voy a dormir con tu cadáver. Venga, para curarme. Ahí está. Bueno, un problema menos. A ver la Betty esa, ¿qué tal? Uy, no está mal. Buena espada. Y encima de una mano. Seguramente la utilizaré más adelante. Vamos a ver si hay algo por aquí metido y seguimos hablando con los personajes a ver si puedo mejorar mi habilidad extrayendo oro.
How's it going with you?
Well, at least I'm in now. Lucia brews some wicked liquor, but Esteban won't let me into the mine. At any rate, not yet. He's given me another job.
And? What does he want from you?
There was an attempt on Esteban's life. He wants to know who's behind it. Esteban thinks that Snaff is involved. I'm supposed to keep an eye on him.
¿Será el mismo Snaff que del Gothic 1, el que era el cocinero?
I'll come back later.
Do you want to eat or chatter? What'll it be?
What's on the menu?
I want to try out a new dish. Fire strips and hammer sauce.
Tienen que ser el del 1 con las recetas extrañas estas.
Hammer sauce?
A sauce made from hammer-hard booze. I have a recipe from a guy called Lou. You get the ingredients and distill the booze up on the alchemist's bench. Then I'll make a sauce out of it. What do you think?
Okay, I'll do it.
All right. Here's the recipe.
Coño, no le puedo preguntar por las tiras de fuego. Y esta es Lucía. Hey. Vaya. Agüita con Lucía, ¿eh? Vamos a quitarle la bolsita.
And? How's it going?
Listen, if you want something to eat, go to Snaff. If you want something to drink, you're in the right place.
What do you drink here, then?
We only have a little beer. The only beer on the island was brought by the Paladines. Just about the only good thing those fellas brought with them. Otherwise, we drink booze. I got moonshine, grog, and white rum. You should try that. I got the recipe from Samuel. The old boy really knows his trade.
Can you teach me something?
Only too gladly. You can train your dexterity with me.
Give me something to drink.
Ron blanco. Bueno, sé que tiene esto ya para comprarle, así que vamos a ver qué dice. Primero esto y luego lo de Corini.
You're not very fond of the Paladins, are you?
Those fanatical murderers in the pay of the fire magicians? No. But Lord Hagen occupies the city with his thugs, and everybody bows down to him. And I didn't want to do that. I wasn't going to wait until they closed down the Red Lantern and locked me up.
Aren't you from Corinus?
Don't remind me. My life in that city was horrible. While the ships with the new convicts kept coming in, there was still life in the town. But all those other guys? No thanks. Maybe it's because we're on an island. Well, those days are over. I'm finished with Eldritch.
Why?
He's a wimp. When the bandits dragged me off, he didn't lift a finger to help me.
What are you planning to do?
We'll see. For now, I'll stay here with Snaff, Fisk, and the others. Have you already talked to Thoris? Oh, Enos is that blank of a man.
Oh, en blanco.
Excuse me. Let's get back to your question. I haven't set a goal. I'm only drifting.
Dios mío. Ojos en blanco. Ay, para ser más diestro seguro que también me cuesta... Yo, no 15, 20. Toma ya. Vale. Ay, qué bueno. Ojos en blanco. Thorus. Ay, Dios. Que no me lo esperaba, me cogió desprevenido. Vamos a guardar aquí, que parece que le sobra dinerico a esta gente. Ay, ay, ay. A ver. Fórmula para el martillo doble de Low. Vale. Vale, bien. Vale. Ay, vamos a buscar esa mesa de alquimia, a ver. ¿Esto qué es? Mensaje importante, a ver. Lobo ha desaparecido en la ciénaga. LOL. Ah, vale, vale. Sí, esa llave... Vale, la puerta esta, para abrirla, la tenía un tiburón de la ciénaga que maté. Ya, es verdad, no me acordaba. A ver qué hay aquí arriba. Vale, aquí está la mesa de alquimia, la camita. Vamos a coger estas pocioncitas. Bien. A ver qué más. Vale. Vamos a hacer un par de bebidas ahí. Ay, qué bueno. Por cierto, aprovecho y me hago el de la fuerza, que creo que tenía maleza de la llanura. No sé si tengo otra, a ver. No. Vale. Pues probamos a hacer entonces la receta esa del martillo. No, no puedo, joder. Pues entonces... ¿Y cómo hago entonces las bebidas? Pociones especiales. No. Pociones de curación tampoco. Y de mana tampoco. ¿Y cómo hago entonces? ¿Será que tengo que leerlas? A ver, ¿será que tengo que leer las recetas? Déjame ver. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, vale. Vale. Y martillo doble. Vale. A ver ahora. Ahora sí. Claro, me falta un nabo. Claro, que nabos, precisamente nabos no suelen crecer en el juego, salvo los del principio cuando los coges de la granja de Lobar. No he encontrado tampoco a nadie que los venda. Este no los venderá, ¿no? No. ¿Y esta?
Hey, you. Give me.
Tampoco. Pues me falta un nabo. A ver si lo consigo y ya hacemos si eso la bebida. Vamos a seguir hablando con la gente de aquí, a ver.
Hey.
Hey, if you're looking for a decent trader here in the camp, then you just found him.
Coño,
My hut is right behind Esteban, so if you need anything, come on by.
El vendedor del campamento viejo. A ver si el herrero me puede enseñar algo.
It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did. For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Thoris found me and took me with him.
I need better armor.
So, you can have this. It's Esteban's fault. It's so expensive. That damn dog pockets a share of every piece of armor I sell.
Bueno, no vamos a comprar esta armadura ni de coña, teniendo la que tengo de paladín cuando haga falta usarla. Vamos a comerciar.
Show me what you have.
Pues lo que me imaginaba, los minerales sí me lo quiero llevar, que por si puedo hacer espaditas con esto. Mira, un anillo de fuerza, me lo llevo por si acaso me sirva para algo. Vale. Nada así más interesante. A ver este otro. Paul.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Differently if it hadn't been for us.
You have to feel sorry for the poor.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
Everything else all right with you?
I just want to do my job, man.
I won't be treated like that.
Parece que ese Esteban se está buscando muchos enemigos. Vale. Oye, ¿puedo afilar las piedras?
What with?
A ver. No.
What with?
Pues no sé qué es lo que me falta. ¿Y aquí qué hay? Cosicas, a ver. Hay una jodida herrería aquí dentro, coño. ¿Esto qué es? Pergamino de conjuro. ¿Y este cofre qué hay? A ver. Vale, vamos a ver por aquí. Mira, Zorus allá arriba. Vamos a ver por aquí que se fuese. Bandido, bandido. 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 Esteban, vale, guardaespaldas, guardaespaldas. Bandido, ok. Mira el puesto de venta que se hizo este aquí. Vamos a ver qué tiene.
Show me your...
No está mal. 15 manzanas, me las llevo todas a ver si pinta que puedo recuperar. ¡Hombre! Nabos, menos mal. Bien. Vallas de las llanuras también para hacer pociones diferentes. Anillo de piel de mineral. Pepita de oro. Garrote de tormenta. Dios, la agüita con el palo, ¿no? Agüita con el palo. Este no. Pero este agüita. Joder.
Show me your wares.
Same old thing all over again. Anything's possible. You don't have to tell me that. You already know.
Bien, le vendemos a este cosas que no nos hacen mucha falta. Vamos a ver qué hay aquí de anillos, a ver. Fuerza 5, vale. Vale. Este sí lo podemos vender porque tenemos otros mejores, a ver. Este. Bien, bien, bien. Vale, vale. Estos los estoy guardando para ver si puedo hacer con ellos algo más adelante, a ver. Vale. Este está muy bien, lo guardaremos. Este es del grupito aquel. Bueno, lo guardaremos también. Vale, hemos comerciado un par de cositas aquí con el mercader. Con Fisk, nuestro colega Fisk. Vamos a ver si le podemos empanar algo. Una combinación larguísima pa mierda. Que uno suele pensar si la combinación es así es que hay algo interesante. Mira, aprovechamos. Vamos a ver qué se puede leer aquí. Nada. Aprovechamos para hacer la salsa martillo esa. Bien. Y martillo de luz con doble de ron. Vale. Y un martillo de luz normal también. A ver qué hacen estas bebidas del martillo de luz. Ah, por cierto, tengo un elixir de fuerza aquí. Que no me había tomado. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Martillo de luz. Martillo doble. Uf. Vamos a probar, a ver. Vamos a guardar por si acaso. Maná +1, el martillo de luz. Pues no está mal. Pero... ah, no, solo una vez. Martillo doble. Vamos a cargar. No es para tanto, no es para tanto. Vamos a los guardados, que seguro que el pirata, aquel que le gustan las bebidas fuertes, me lo agradece. ¿Y aquí qué hay? Que estás escondidito. Vale. No hay gran cosa, no hay gran cosa. Date cuenta, o sea, daros cuenta de que este DLC está hecho para jugarlo más en early game. Lo puedes jugar antes de ir al Valle de las Minas, ¿sabes? Y te ves perfectamente bien, salvo a lo mejor por los tiburones de ciénaga, que te cuesta más matarlos y tal. Pero que es un juego que está para... o sea, es una expansión que está hecha para early game. Nosotros la hemos alargado todo lo posible. Hasta el punto en el que ya pues no podemos continuar en el juego si no pasamos ya este DLC. No muy largo, no muy largo. Una vez que ya lleguemos aquí, y lo que pasa es que claro, fuera de cámara sí hay que hacer muchas cosas, pero si grabamos lo importante nada más, no es tan largo. Vale, creo que más o menos ya estaría todo. Solo falta solucionar el problema de Esteban, que estaba por ahí. Ahora vamos a ver qué pasa. Vamos a ver. Vale. Bien. Probablemente tenga que matar a Esteban porque digo yo que toda esta movida se tiene que solucionar de alguna forma. Bien. ¿Puedo coger esta poción que se ve aquí solita? Ajá, sí. Vale. ¿Y aquí qué hay? ¿Qué encontramos aquí? Una poción de velocidad. Va, bien, bien. Y ya está. Pues sí. ¿Y aquí qué hay?
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Vamos a ver.
Hey, so you're the fellow who fought his way into camp, huh?
That got around fast.
Franco was a tough nut. No one messed with him. No one. Except you. Just to make it clear, if you try the same shit with me, I'll kill you.
Pues me da que la voy a hacer.
I need better armor.
Why? You already have some.
I want to get into the mine.
Of course you do. Then you're in the right place with me. Because everyone who digs in the mine gets to keep a hefty share of the gold. And I hand out the red stones you need so that Thoris will let you in.
No, no, los dos no. Bájense. A ver.
Give me one of those red stones.
Okay, but they aren't free. Normally, I demand a share of the gold the boys get for digging. How much do you know about mining gold, huh? You probably learned a few tricks, right? If I give you a redstone, it won't be because you're such a great digger. No. I have another job for you.
What sort of job?
One of the bandits planned to kill me, but instead, my guards killed him.
He was hot for your job, huh?
He was an idiot. A thug without a brain. He never would have got the idea to attack. Nah. He was only fulfilling a...
So, I'm supposed to find out who was behind it.
Whoever sent me this assassin will pay for it. Find him, and I'll let you into the mine.
Senyan sent me to you about this business.
Senyan? He also works for me. I told him he should keep his eyes open.
How should I go about it?
Everyone here in the camp knows about it. So you're playing with all your cards on the table, huh? Try to find out who's on my side and who isn't. And don't let the boys make a fool of you. Talk to Snaff. That fat cook picks up a lot.
Vale. Me ofrece... Bueno, participar en esto. Total, igualmente lo voy a matar a todos después. No sé, esto solamente por seguir el juego. Pero vamos a ver.
I've talked to Esteban.
And did he tell you about the attack?
He ordered me to find out who sent the assassin. Do you know anything about that?
No more than you do. I'm also on the hunt for the guy behind it. And now we come to the interesting part.
Let's hear it.
I want you to do your job well. I want you to find the traitor, and when you have found him, I want you to kill him for me. Then I will pocket the reward. I have your wanted poster. Don't forget that. Do your job and do it well.
Bueno.
You can figure out what will happen otherwise.
I don't really have a choice.
I knew we would come to an agreement. When you find out who the guy is, we'll kill the tick together. You know what you...
Averiguar quién mandó un asesino contra Esteban.
Green.
Uy, por cierto. Yo he abierto esto. Es que eso te iba a decir. ¿Ves? El novicio verde. Yo seguro que ahí está la receta del novicio verde. Vamos a ver. El novicio verde. Claro, es el campamento del pantano y lo que se fumaba en el campamento del pantano era el novicio verde. Vale. Vamos a fabricar uno. A ver si el tío se me aclara un poco. También tengo que hablar con el snuff este. Vamos a liar unos porrillos. Vale. De todas formas, voy a hacerme alguno más. Por si acaso. Bien. Hablamos ahora con Snuff, que ya tengo las salsitas estas, a ver si alguna cosa más me dice.
I distilled the booze.
Excellent. Then I'll finish it. Here, you can try a portion right away. Oh, and if I can help you again, for you, all information is free from now on.
Vale.
What do you know about the attack?
The thing with Esteban? You know how it is. The barkeeper hears everything, but never takes sides.
So do you know something?
I didn't say that.
If you were in my place, what would you do?
I would think about what I know about the guy behind it. First, it was probably one of the bandits. That means he's here in the camp. Second, that he's here in the camp means that he is watching you. Third, as long as he thinks that you're on Esteban's side, he'll never reveal himself to you. So, the interesting question is, what are your chances of finding your man?
What are my chances of finding my man?
They're pretty dim. Some people have noticed that you're involved with Senyan. You'll have to break off your connection with him. Otherwise, you'll never have a chance of finding the one responsible for the attack.
Thanks.
Hey, I didn't tell you anything you didn't already know.
Vale.
What do people here think of Esteban?
You'll have to be a bit more precise.
Yo, ¿en serio?
What about Finn?
A good digger. He has a nose for gold. Esteban favors him because of it. I think he's in pretty good standing with him.
What does Lenar think about Esteban?
As far as I can tell, Lenar doesn't think at all.
What about Senyan?
Senyan is one of Esteban's boys. He's been working for him for quite a while.
Emilio, what does he think about Esteban?
I don't think he'll bring any flowers to Esteban's grave, if you know what I mean.
What about Fisk?
Fisk is Fisk. He pays his share to Esteban and distributes the goods he mostly gets from the pirates. I don't think he really cares about Esteban.
What does Huno think of Esteban?
Ah, Huno. I know almost nothing about him. That information is, of course, free.
What about Paul?
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban. Since he's been working for Huno, he'll never get into the mine.
Vale, a ver.
What do you think of Esteban?
Whoever talks about him is soon dead.
Vale. Vamos a hablar entonces con él. Que por cierto, me dio una cosa que se llama tiras de fuego. Que me da la impresión de que si me lo tomo me da más fuerza. Tenía esta tablilla aquí, no la había cogido. Vamos a ver. Martillo de luz. ¿Y el de tiras de fuego dónde está? ¿No me dio él algo que se llamaba tiras de fuego? O a lo mejor no era una bebida, no sé. O era una comida. Esta es bonificación de fuerza más 1. Pues no está mal. Aumenta la energía vital y la fuerza. De puta madre. Vale. Vamos a hablar con este. A ver si hay alguna forma de... Vale, a ver.
You know. I've changed my mind. We aren't working together anymore.
Then what do I still need you for, you bum?
Hey, people! Look who we have here!
Uy.
Finish him!
Del Mortal Kombat. Finish
Tell
him.
me, why did Senyan yell, "Look who we have here"?
Unpaid debts. Do you have a problem with that?
No, man. Quite the opposite. The bastard worked for Esteban.
Es Emilio, eh.
What do you have against Esteban?
All that swine thinks about is money. Every few days, one of us gets eaten by a crawler. But Esteban just won't send any fighters into the mine. And why? Those guys belong to Raven's bodyguards, and Esteban is scared shitless to tell them. He'd rather let us get...
What do you know about the attack?
Hey, man, I didn't have anything to do with it.
What do you...
Nothing at all.
What do you know about...
Hey, man.
Pues nada. ¿Y el cartel que tenía supuestamente?
What do you...
Nothing at all.
A ver, ¿qué otro personaje fue el que dijo que no se llevaba bien con Esteban? A ver.
What?
You'll have to be a...
Era Paul.
What about...
I don't think he particularly likes Esteban, since he's been working.
Vale. Vamos a ver lo de Paul. Ah, por cierto, vamos a darle a este tío el novicio verde.
Green.
Here, take this green
No está mal la
novice.
experiencia.
Oh, my head. Oh, I am... Fortuno.
So, tell me what is wrong with you?
Once, I belonged to the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. Everything was all right back then. Fine. We were all condemned criminals. But for us novices, life was free from care.
Hey, I was a prisoner in the Valley of Mines myself. Tell me something new.
I don't remember anything. Darkness lies across my mind.
Come on, concentrate. What happened? When did you come back to your senses?
Raven. I only remember Raven and dark rooms.
What about Raven? What did he do to you?
I'm sorry. It's as though my mind were held prisoner. I don't understand it myself.
There must be a way to refresh your memory.
Yes, maybe there is a way. The gurus knew of various forms of altering the spirit and the will.
Do you remember anything about that?
No, I'm afraid this knowledge vanished with the gurus.
Damn. Well, if there is a way to free your spirit, I'll find it. Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the... I'll even pay you more for it than...
No está mal, no está mal. A ver.
I've got swamp weed for...
Entrega una hierba del pantano. Y da 10 de experiencia, a ver. 810 de experiencia, no está mal. Vale, vale. Vamos a buscar a Paul. Joder, 810 de experiencia, no está nada mal. ¿Quién era Paul? Estos no son... Este es Paul.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Everything...
I just want to do my...
A ver entonces el 1 este.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about...
I don't know anything.
Coño, nadie dice nada aquí, me cago en 10.
Hey, you! Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
For you, I'd say a quite passable...
About the attack on Esteban.
Yeah?
Do you have any idea who's...
Why do you want to know?
I want to talk to the guy.
So? And what do you want from him?
Ojo, porque a lo mejor este tío me puede traicionar.
I have some interesting information for him.
You're in cahoots with the guy who ordered the assassination, aren't you?
A ver.
I want to bump off Esteban, and I'm looking for an ally.
Oh, I won't have anything to do with that.
Y ahora si voy con Esteban, me dice algo.
Listen, I have other... Come back when you...
Está la cosa complicada. A ver si ahora a lo mejor este me dice algo.
Hey, man.
No. Oye, pues está difícil. A ver, Logan, que Logan ya está aquí.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
You're looking for the guy who's behind it, huh? But I don't know anything about it. How could I?
I'll come back later.
Joder, macho. Que no sé quién pudo haber sido.
Hey, you! What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing at all.
Ah, ya está. A ver este.
Hey! What are my chances?
You bumped off one of Esteban's people, the man you're looking for, but he won't just reveal himself to you.
I knew that.
Exactly.
Dios mío. Pues... no tengo ni puta idea, qué sé yo. A ver este.
About the attack on Esteban.
Yes?
Do you have any idea who was behind it?
Sure. Let me tell you. I bet that Emilio is behind
Mira la voz de
that.
este
He
tío.
always ran to the mine like a crazy man. He dug as much as he could. But since the attack, he's been sitting on his bed. It's obvious. To get into the mine, he has to have a red stone from it. I bet he doesn't dare look him in the eye.
Vale.
What would Emilio get out of Esteban's death?
What do I know? Maybe he has a pal in the mine who would take over Esteban's place then. Yeah, that would make sense.
Vamos a hablar con el Emilio este, a ver. Claro que era el más sospechoso.
Leonard told me a bit about you.
Leonard? That guy's an idiot.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Leonard notices that you're behaving oddly,
Shit. I'll tell you one name.
I'm listening.
Juno. Go to Juno.
¿Has visto? Ya sabía yo. Ya sabía yo, su hermano, que el herrero también tenía algo que ver con esto. What's up, man?
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
Emilio spat out your name.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh? Maybe I should also have a word with him. Now listen, you move your ass out of here before...
Pero, cabrón, que te voy a ayudar yo.
Again?
Emilio.
You've been maybe... Now listen.
Pues no sé. Vamos a ver si ya le puedo decir a Esteban que es uno el del ataque y probaré a ver si mato a Esteban, si uno se pone de mi parte o qué.
Listen, I come back.
Todavía no. ¿Qué coño? Voy a volver a hablar con Emilio, a ver. No. Voy a volver entonces a hablar con el que está cortando madera, a ver qué me dice.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
But you work for Huno.
I know nothing. Honest.
Se va. Pues me imagino que ahora tendré que seguirlo. No sé si se va a marchar a algún lado o qué. ¿Se aleja y ya está? Vamos a ver.
Hey,
Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone.
Tío, pero que me digas algo.
Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul.
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban. I only listened and never said anything.
Exactly.
Vale. A ver si ahora el uno este me dice algo de una puta vez y acabamos con Esteban.
I've heard a few things about...
Again? It had been...
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he?
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio.
And he isn't the only one who...
What's that supposed to mean?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from, I suspect, Esteban captured it. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits.
Sí, lo tengo.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk to...
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business. But the guy you're looking for, you'll have to look for him in this one.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can...
Es que ya lo tengo, se lo quité en sueños como tiembla. Se lo quité en su momento.
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban would...
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
Vale. Mi madre, todo este sistema de busca al asesino, esta risa está guapo. El hombre me estará esperando en el bar, pues será Logan. No.
I'll come back later.
Ah, hablar con el camarero, vamos a ver.
Hey.
Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor.
Dios, mi madre, esta incertidumbre me está matando. ¿Quién será? ¡Hombre, Fisk! Vaya, vaya, vaya.
So you were behind the attack?
Yes. Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a traitor.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a
Sí
chance.
puedo con los tres, sí
And
puedo.
we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
Sobrado, hombre, también el cacho palo que tiene detrás, agüita. Vale. Esto va a estar interesante. Sí, prefiero cargarme a Esteban porque creo que es el que tiene algo que ver, si no recuerdo mal, con la muerte de los piratas, la traición del encargo y todo eso, porque mandó a Juan y van, mil movidas. A ver, vamos allá.
About the assignment.
Listen, I thought
you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
That was no big deal.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death. And everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Vale.
Do I get a red stone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine.
Ahora no me dejan
I
entrar la
can
mina,
use you
hijo de
much
puta.
better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying.
And now... Don't take any crap! What you waiting for?
Ala. Toma por culo, Esteban. Por flipado. A ver. Ahora. Yo, 5 piedras rojas. Mira tú, las piedras rojas son las tablillas estas de los antiguos. A ver si Fisk se cargó a los guardaespaldas. Pues parece que sí.
Hey.
Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else...
¿Y dónde se cargó a los guardaespaldas? Que no los veo. Debería haber dejado de hablar con él y haber seguido a los guardaespaldas a ver a dónde van. Ahora ya guardé la partida. Pero debería haber seguido a los guardaespaldas en plan a seguirlos así despacito. Míralos aquí muertos, qué risa. Ños, tienen cosas, ¿eh?
Nothing there.
Bien, pues ya tenemos las piedras rojas, ya podemos entrar a la mina. Vamos a dejar el vídeo aquí por hoy. Si os ha gustado el vídeo, dadle a like, suscribiros, no olvidéis compartirlo con vuestros amigos. Y nos vemos en el próximo vídeo de Gothic 2, donde ya entraremos a la mina directamente y hablaremos con Zorus, que seguro que nos echa de menos. Espero que os haya gustado este vídeo y hasta otra.